Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 19th, 2024 Supermoon Full Moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Interesting. We're crowned by the Five of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Hierophant reversed. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. The World. No, I'm sorry. The Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Cups. The Strength card, which is also Leo energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The 10 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Cups reversed, and the 8 of Swords reversed. So we are represented by the Cups and the Minor Arcana. So water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So that is us coming through as a queen. And this is going to be a very healing time for us, even though it's going to be a very intense time where we really feel like we don't fit into what prosperity is or how others are prosperous. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if right now you're experiencing some financial difficulties or business deals or business operations aren't going as smoothly as you would like them to. With things around money, prosperity, how we view ourselves as prosperous, okay? That can be a little bit challenging during this time, but it's after a severe heartache, that we are going to see our world changing into peace, and we're going to find that we're a lot stronger than we think we are. And that's going to be a really great thing for us. Now, let me just make sure everything is in frame. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, then you have to do three things. You have to like, comment with a butterfly, because then I know you would like to receive a reading. Some people don't, and I absolutely respect that. And subscribe. So like, comment with a butterfly, and subscribe, and you will be in the entry to win a free reading, which will be announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have space. We need our space. Scorpio, this is going to be a time where we find ourselves saying this, like, I need my space. I need my quiet. I need like just my own. I just want to push everything away at times. So just being aware of that, that is going to be a very important thing for us personally, to have our space and to honor our own space. It moves us then to, and even if it's not like, even if you're saying, Dane, I don't need my own space, right? I have enough of alone time. It's to have a beautiful space that is your own. Let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is grounding reverse. We feel a little bit unrooted. We feel a little bit like floating around everywhere. And we need to ground ourselves. We need to connect with our Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. So we're having a bit of a disconnect. There's a bit of a blockage in our Earth Star chakra. Visualizing ourselves being grounded, going outside, standing on the earth with bare feet is going to be a very powerful thing. Or you can get you can have barefoot shoes, right? But if those are expensive, because they are, you can always get those really cruddy cramp sandals that are super, super thin, and stand on the earth with those. That will also, not be that much of a barrier between you and the earth's energy. So that can be a very, very good thing. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels. And this is the sun. Interesting to be mindful of the sun. We are going to have a tendency to think something is going super smoothly, and it's going to need more intention than we think it is. So that's going to be important. But we also are going to think that somebody has a lot of the answers, and they just don't. They're muddling through as best, just like we are. So be very mindful of holding people up on pedestals during this moon, during this time. They are going to be knocked down. And also know that this full moon in Aquarius is a supermoon. It's a very emotional moon. It's a very emotional time. For us, we are resisting an end of a cycle, which is very common with this moon for one reason or another. Now, this moon is a revolutionary moon. So you would think that we would attract endings, right? Transformations. And yet we're overwhelmed by them. So just being aware here, we have 3 10s. So we are in the midst of a huge change. Three times the number being repeated. For me, that's a divine message. And so here with the wands, with our fire and our passion, with it's our career, but it's also how we express ourselves. We're doubting ourselves, and we're looking at everybody else's happiness with the 10 of Cups and saying, oh, but that should be making me happy too. That should be the way that I do it. And Spirit's like, no, you have to follow you. Don't follow the herd. This is going to be a time where, Scorpio, during this moon, you really feel like you're walking your own path, you're doing your own thing. And that's going to be very important, yet it's going to be a little bit scary. Now, again, this is a revolutionary moon. There are 3 major T-squares during this time, and the T-square is the strongest astrological configuration. So that is very powerful. And again, a supermoon enhancing everything. So our first T-square is Uranus, which rules Aquarius. And this is incredibly strong energy coming forward. Uranus is just incredibly strong during this full moon. This full moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius, again, ruled by Uranus coming forward. And this is all about authenticity and the unexpected. This energy is going to be electric. Don't try to predict it. Don't try to say, oh, it has to be just like this, it has to be just like that. Don't make your schedule too tight during this time, because the unexpected is going to come forward. And we see ourselves, fighting here with the Hierophant reverse. It's like, where's the top-down structure I belong into? Where's my tribe, my people, my connection? And Spirit is saying here, you are going to have to walk a little bit in the center of yourself, surrounded by yourself, before you find those who you need to surround yourself with. So just be aware of that. That can be a hard thing, but it's going to be important. We're embracing our fire and our passion after a time, and still in a time, at times, where we doubt ourselves, we doubt our success, we doubt our prosperity, we doubt that we can move forward. But Spirit is telling us, don't be on fight or flight mode all the time, because we need to stand in our energy and say, but this is what I want. And then we need to say, okay, I see that for myself. And I'm not fighting with everyone. I'm done with the endless battles. I can't do this because it's draining us. It's breaking our hearts. It's overwhelming us. So being mindful of that, Scorpio, is going to be very liberating. It's going to be very powerful. With the Knight of Swords, this is air sign energy. Yeah. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the Aquarius energy coming forward, Scorpio. And it is our white knight. It is our hero. Remember, this full moon in Aquarius is the conglomeration of the intentions that we set for ourselves 6 months ago with the new moon in Aquarius. Look at your calendar. Think about where you were 6 months ago. What were you going through? What were you figuring out about yourself? Where were you? There's a marked difference between where you were then and where you are now. And knowing that we are moving forward in our hero energy in our loving, compassionate energy, that's going to be, and that is a really big thing for us. Now we have Saturn in transit during this moon, right? And if you want to go deeper into the astrology of it all, I highly recommend Pam Gregory here on YouTube. She's absolutely fantastic. But Saturn is all about rules, right? Top down structure. But what I didn't know is that Saturn is also linked to our karma. So this is linked to our morality, our integrity, how we uphold our word. And we're going to see that there's power, there's fire here, there's tenacity here, and that we're coming out of a broken heart. We're entering into a new phase of ourselves. And it's going to be part of our karmic journey. The lessons and the hardships that we have been through were also part of our karmic journey. And now we're seeing ourselves step into strength. We're seeing ourselves embracing more than we had imagined we could. And as we do so, we have Saturn and Jupiter in transit. So this is our second not transit, in T square. And this is our second T square. And this is all about, tradition versus innovation. And this is all about finding our place. We're stopping overthinking things. And it's like, what if I weave these together? What if I weave the tradition as well as the innovation, as well as the new? But what if I also do this with myself? Scorpio, what if we weave the tradition of what we honor, of what we love, in with how we are becoming, how we are growing, how we are shedding our own skin? And we see that the wheels are changing, right? The world is spinning forward. We are transforming, and we're entering into this place of healing. Now, I love that she has the singing bowl around her, right? I know it is to represent a cup, but I would highly recommend listening to singing bowls here on YouTube. You can listen to the beginning and end of this video, just rewind and keep playing. But whatever it is here, vibrational energy is going to be very important to you. So be very aware that you can be affected by being around a lot of power lines or, stuff like that. It's like the vibrational energy and you are going to be attuned. And so you're going to be sensitive to it, which can make you think like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? No, it's just a sensitivity to the energy vibration of things. So clearing that energy, using a singing bowl if you have one, you can even use a tuning fork, or what else is really simple? You can just hum. Humming is fantastic for recalibrating the body. Our strength is coming forward. We have the repeat of the number 8. The number 8 is all about hard work, dedication, determination. And so we're going to see that, we have a lot of hard work here, right? We're working really hard. We're going after what we want. We're being really tenacious. And then we get in our own head and we think, I didn't do enough. I couldn't, I could have done better. Not I couldn't, but I'm hearing like I couldn't do more. And that's going to be the trap that we get into. It's like I didn't do enough. I could have done better. But inside your heart here, Scorpio, you're like, but I couldn't do more. I'm exhausted. Like, what do I expect of myself? So be very mindful about this during this time, because we can put undue pressure onto us, which makes us not enjoy this full moon, which makes us not enjoy the energy that is coming forward, because we have also here, we have our third and final T square, which is Ceres and the lunar nodes are T square during this moon. And this brings issues to light. Like, this brings big issues to light. This brings bigger understanding. You're going to have a revelation around money, or what you value as much as money, a way that you felt like you couldn't, or the way that even if you did start to succeed, or even as you do start to succeed, there's this energy around you of, when's the next shoe going to drop? When is everything going to fall apart? When do I get to be proven that I'm not worthy of this? And Spirit's like, never. Embrace your magic, live forward in your success. But the universe is also like, okay, listen, if you don't want it, I can take it away. That's fine. I can give it to somebody else. Like, that's cool. You do you. So just be aware of that. And I'm not saying that when bad things happen to us, when we're absolutely blindsided by things, that, we deserved it and the universe was giving it to us because we asked for it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying that sometimes, and a lot of times, we can go after our dreams, but the rejection, the failure, the pain of moving towards something a little bit more abstract, or something that means so much to us, and when we face our first rejection, or 18th rejection, it's like, that's it. Or 800th rejection, or hardship, or pain, we're like, that's it. It wasn't meant for me. And Spirit's like, why? You might have to change your path. right? You might have to. You might look at things and say, I need to let go of all these burdens that I'm carrying. I need to start looking at what makes me happy and not what I think, oh, this is marketable, and embrace what I want. Some people say, look at what makes you a lot of money, or look at what is selling really well and then replicate that. And other people say, embrace your talent. Because if you embrace your talent, if you embrace your spark, if you embrace your love for it, people will feel it. People will see it. I tend to be of that camp. Sometimes I fall into the other one when I'm really discouraged and frustrated with life. But here, it's like Scorpio, get out of your own head, get out of your own way, and it's time to heal. It's time to heal, and this moon will bring that. Now, up until the 2nd of September, we have very strong Uranus energy coming through. Uranus then goes stationary, so everything kind of calms down from this full moon. And for a lot of August, it has been just so intense, and it will be so up until the 2nd of September. Then things will calm down. Then we will start to see, okay, I can move forward this way. Okay, I got this, I got that. So just being aware of this is going to be very, very important here. But there's also a sense of us apologizing for ourselves. It's like, I'm sorry. And people will be like, what are you sorry for? And it's almost like, I'm sorry I exist. And I know that sounds really harsh and it can sound really mean, but there's a part of us that's like, oh, I should just know it already. I should just be really good at it. And it's like, how? You just started. You just started. You're just discovering, or you're learning, you're building, and everybody falls and everybody fails. In a world where everybody just puts up their highlight reel and says, this is my reality. It's not true. It is simply not true. So give yourself permission to feel like an outsider. Give yourself permission to feel like I don't belong. And also give yourself permission to say, you know what, I'm done fighting all the battles. I don't need to make people see. I just need to live in my love. And that's a really important thing. That's a really big thing for Uranus, is to live in love. For Aquarius energy, to bring the love forward. It moves us to our Lunar message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Oh, but for a minute, you're the Queen of Cups. You're embracing what you love. You're moving forward in that energy of healing. There's very beautiful, sacred, feminine energy all around you. Your emotions and your passions come forward. This is a very emotional time. It's a supermoon. So, amp that up by like 1,000. This is going to be a very feeling time for you. Go off your feelings, but also know that if you do not ground yourself, if you do not center yourself, if you do not, connect yourself and release the energy of others, other people's energies will drown you. It'll just be like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know why, all of this is happening. It can feel almost like a panic attack, grounding yourself, stabilizing yourself. That's going to be what really helps. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. So it's really interesting here is that we're having a hard time self-reflecting, right? And that's what a full moon does. Even here, it is a full moon in self-reflection. I always think of a full moon kind of like one of those old brass mirrors that's all like, it's all patinaed and a little bit warped and everything like that. But I think of that as the full moon. It reflects back to us if it is shined up enough. That is the moon. It's not a perfect reflection, but it is a beautiful reflection. And we need to take in that reflection of ourselves. But right now we can be mad at ourselves, overwhelmed, frustrated, taking on too much. And we need to release in order to accept the blessings to come forward. And this brings us to resilience. We don't feel like we're resilient. And yet this moon is like, what the heck is wrong with you? You are so resilient. And it brings us also to discernment. We need to be more discerning about the energies we let into our sphere. Our door is open. We're like, oh, I'll be friends with everybody. Kind of like that over-friendly puppy, type of deal. Be mindful. Everybody's not meant to be a friend. Everybody's energy doesn't jive with our energy. Connecting with you is going to be really important. This is also going to be a moon where we're rather susceptible to the lies of others. Okay. And this is a Mercury retrograde. There's a lot going on with words and with imagery and with like the downloading of that information into our mind. We can very easily think, oh my gosh, they're just so much happier than me. Their lives are just so much better than me. And we need to stop that because, again, we're judging ourselves off of people's highlight reels that aren't real at all. And that's just not for us. So just be mindful of this. Your commitment is being tested and nothing will come of this. So with all the chaos that comes forward, with all the questioning that comes forward, it dies down. It doesn't last forever. And what we expect with the void of course is not going to happen. And that's just a void of course. So there are a lot of people, there are many void of courses in a lunar cycle. You can look them up if you want to. If you don't want to, that's totally cool. But nothing goes according to plan. Things go pear-shaped. And it's like, wait. That wasn't supposed to happen. And that's what a void of course brings. And this moon, with its powerful unpredictability, it's going to bring that same energy. And we're going to be like, no, I just want to plan. I just want to plan. Even though Scorpio, we're not really into plans. We like to like loosely sketch things out. It's like doing a light pencil drawing of things. That's the energy that we like. We're going to want the plan during this time. And we're going to get annoyed that the plans always fall apart. And it's going to be more so that like our little plans fall apart. And then we're going to be like, well, if my little plans are falling apart, I'll make bigger ones because obviously that's the way to deal with it. And then those fall apart and then we're just frustrated. So be mindful about this. Surrendering to the divine is going to be difficult for us. It is. It's that sense of like, okay, kind of like, Jesus take the wheel type of thing. It's going to be that sense of, okay, I release, let's move forward. And during this time, we were like, no, I want to hold on. And Spirit's like, why? Why do you want to hold on? It's like, no, I do though. And until we decide to release, things are going to be a little bit more challenging. Prosperity lies ahead. We don't believe that. We are crowned with the Five of Pentacles. We feel like hard work, dedication, discipline, times times 1,000 will get us to where we need to be. It can be from how we were raised. It can be from, from what we've seen on TV. People like us don't get to, move forward, don't get to advance in that way. But whatever it is, family, everything like that. That would be how we were raised, right? Where we were raised, things like that come into play. And it's like, no, prosperity does lie ahead. And I get to be utterly and magnificently successful. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. And this is specialization reversed. Right now, we're kind of like all over the place. Our energy is all over the place. It's great for curiosity, right? But we need that grounding energy. We need to say, okay, I'm going to focus in. I'm going to focus in. I'm going to give myself a deadline. And it's not even like I'm going to give myself a deadline. We kind of need to have somebody else give us this deadline and hold us accountable for it. And not somebody that we can kind of like bully around and be like, oh no, it wasn't necessary. But this is going to be a sense of like, no, specializing on things, honing in on things, moving forward in this energy, and then embracing more. So just being aware of that is going to be a big thing. Our subconscious chakra energy is our inner child. It is our heart chakra. This is one of my favorite cards. And it is embracing the child that will forever be with us. And that's ourselves. And looking at their pain, their love, their joy, their everything in between. And it's saying, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. You are magnificent. And embracing that magnificentness within us. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, which is the Four of Swords. It's not resting, it's not slowing down, it's not honoring our story. And so here, it's like burning the candle at both ends and really being harsh on ourselves. So just be mindful about this. Our subconscious tarot message is the Seven of Pentacles. Be patient using healing energy, connecting with that. We can do Qigong, we can do Tai Chi, we can, do Reiki, whatever it is embracing that healing energy and using it on ourselves. It brings us then to our personal issue reaches resolution and action reverse. So as things reach a resolution, as things are coming together, we're kind of frozen. It's like, how do I act? How do I this? How do I that? And here, it's like, move with the power of your heart. There is also going to be somebody in our lives where we're like, oh no, that's fine, right? They got this. They're doing fine type of thing. I don't need to pay attention. Reach out to them during this time because it will mean a lot even if you don't realize it. Okay. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Scorpio, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.